and gentlemen, welcome back. It is time for round number... Wow, I did not realize I was poking out there earlier. Sorry about that. Anyway, welcome back to round number 3, which is technically the quarterfinals of the 2v2 Serpents Open 2023. I'm hoping you guys have enjoyed the previous games so far. We are jumping in to one of our 2 matches for this quarterfinal. Of course, we're only going to cast 1 because of time constraints, but you should be seeing every match after this later in the tournament. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams. We have team... I'm going to call him Team E because I don't know how you're supposed to say their name. It is comprised of our Cybran commander, Iron Commander, and of course his partner, the purple UEF player, Fury Regon. Looks like we have an opening of land and air. A little bit of lag. Hopefully that resolves. Looks like it's okay for now. And of course our 2 Russian players, the 2 Aeon players and the 2 AA players. It is of course anti-Aeon, and they are comprised of Foxtramelon and Awasi. I know they're good friends, and we have a matchup of Foxtramelon versus Iron Commander here, essentially, that I think to this day is still probably one of my top viewed Supreme Commander 2 videos. If I was to combine all of them together, for sure, the most viewed would probably be Iron Commander versus Foxtramelon. These 2 would duke it out a few years ago in their 1v1 tournaments, and it was very, very entertaining. And since then, I feel like Foxtramelon has fallen a little bit in terms of skill level. I don't think he plays too much anymore. And Iron Commander still plays, obviously, but I feel like he's only gotten better. So that's not to, draw away from this match, although I do think if I was to pick a favorite for this match, it would be the Team E, because Fury, I think from at least what I remember, Fury is a very decent player, and Awasi, in my experience, has not been as great, but of course I may be wrong. Something may have changed, and of course he's playing with Foxtramelon, so plus Aeon. Aeon is a balanced faction, as we all know. A Loyalist coming out for Iron Commander. Those micro gods are going to be coming out here. There's tanks available, so plenty of units here available, and looks like there is a first engagement here. So many blobs here. Fury Regon is going to start to bomb. There is no anti-air available yet. There is an upgrade on this factory here, and I like how there was so much pre-split here from Awasi. Very interesting to see. One thing I'll point out, just if you've been watching this matchup for a while, you know that Foxtramelon normally plays as white, but I think on this map he's actually colorblind, so he plays as orange, so he can see a little better. Looks like there is also a land transition from Fury. I like that, honestly. Like, if your opponents are not going not going air, you really don't need much in terms of the air production. You can just build bombers from one factory and you're fine. And it's better to just have a land counter here. Bombing run. Could bomb here. Not sure why they don't do that. Very nice anti-air here. And there is a flank coming in, but the team is aware Foxtramelon is not going to get so easily thwarted here. And it looks like there is also a flank. I don't know why we don't need to switch the 2. There is a bigger flank coming around, so we already see the spider web that is Iron Commander just stretching out here, and Iron's micro is going to be hard to deal with, guys. So we'll see how Awasi and Foxtramelon keep up. Oh boy, yeah. Again, I'm going to return to my previous statement of that I said when Hexnuts was playing and did the strategy. I don't know about this. There on Kai Labs, it kind of worked because they ended up going turtle, and it was a very good turtle map. But here, I mean, if I know Iron Commander, he's saving points, and he's going to get adapters for sure. All right, Loyalists are going to engage here. Wasi is not microing, so Iron Commander is going to have quite a good engagement here. Bombing run also going to come in and clear out these tanks for our red player. But now Iron Commander is kind of bunched together here. But if he picks a good direction, he might be able to get out and or even take out a bunch of units. But it looks like Foxtremolin is paying attention, reroutes his units. Meanwhile, his Mass Extractor is going to get picked off here, unfortunately. And now the tanks of Fury Regon are coming in as a second wave. Reinforcements have arrived. And yeah, we're going to pull back for the time being. But I feel like our West team, Team E, that's very confusing, by the way. I know I also have them reversed on the top of the screen. It's probably my bad, but when I was saving that, I didn't know what map they were playing, let alone what side. So apologies for that if it's a little confusing. Of course, the teams are flipped on the map. And, you know, even expansion-wise, we see that our anti-Aeon team is quite a bit behind here. We do have anti-air, though. Not too bad, not too shabby, although, I don't know, I would have preferred Harvogs myself. And we do have an anti-air creep coming around and more flanks as well. So 2 tanks already available for these loyalists up here, but there is another flank coming down below here. Let's see what Iron chooses to do. Meanwhile, Foxtremolin is going to push forward. Bombing run coming in. There's no anti-air here except for that upgrade. Awasi not doing a great job splitting, but it looks like there's actually not enough air here to contest with this. Awasi doing a nice job. I think actually Awasi has improved from what I'm seeing so far. So I'm going to take that back. Very formidable so far. This flank is going to come in here. There are 2 tanks available. Mr. Fox, please pay attention. You need to reroute those 2 tanks or else that engineer might fall. Also, Foxtremolin is going to see that, is going to engage those loyalists, and wow, those tanks are missing so far. Let's see what the engagement here in the center looks like. There's loyalists are going to chill here and probably going to counterattack here in the center. Guys, you got to pay attention. That's not enough units here to stop this counterattack. Was that a jump jet or was it just a retreat? I'm not sure. Bomber does end up going down. It looks like the loyalists are going to pull back. And yeah, there's a little bit of a problem here with Awasi's commander being out in the open, but there are shields available. 1 point defense is going to do a decent job here. There are no, just kidding. There are Brackmen ready for this choke point. Awasi, you need to micro decent pullback, but there is, of course, that possibility of structure Dedo, which if I know Iron again, he's going to have that as well ready. So both of these players are going to have to be a little careful. Foxtremolin's commander is out in the open. He needs to pull back. Watch out for the structure Dedo. Oh my goodness. I think Foxtremolin is going to get sniped here. What is going on? Foxtremolin, you got to pull back, man. Yeah, go over here, finishing up that... yeah, I think Foxtremolin is going to get sniped here. Fury Gun, I think, realizing that Foxtremolin underextended there, but I think Team Anti-Aeon is also recognizing, then pulling back their forces. The synchronization of Micro, honestly, goodness gracious, is not shabby at all. Oh, as I say this, Awasi misrallies his units. Does pull back, and it kind of saves him because he avoids that Brackman volley, but still he loses a lot of units there, and I think it kind of stabilized here. But again, Team E is a little far ahead because of their mass advantage, and so far our Aeon team has not even tried to expand, although technically they do have this expansion in the center, so it should be fine, but we shall see. 17 viewers have gone a little down, but thank you guys for continuing to subscribe and follow. I see Big Max has followed, as well as Iron Commander's subscription donation, so thank you so much for that. There's missing a little bit of a point defense traditional Foxtremolin fashion here. Again, a misrally here. Very unfortunate. And it looks like we may be starting to be on the back foot for for our anti-Aeon team. He could actually technically, I think, pick off this engineer if he micros, but does not quite get that. Point defense does end up going down before it is built. Team anti-Aeon is struggling to really rebuild this base and to push back these UEF and Cybran scum away from their base. Losing a factory here. Still just not enough mass. You can see the downside of not expanding earlier. And now I think just going to get out spammed here. A lot of mobile missile launcher coming in. Could use a shield though, because these are, of course, no, these are UEF. So UEF is going to be a little better. There are a bunch of shields, but that means they can engage here. I think this is a perfect window. Just have to micro around the Brackman and Demolisher shots. Not a bad trade. Not a bad trade. Fox Normal needs to push back. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of missynchronization there, but I think overall okay. This plane, though, is a little annoying. And now the expansion is going to start. So if Fury, Regan, and Iron don't push this out soon, this might be a little bit of an issue. I know they're running out of space as well. That factory might fall, though. I think Aeon needs to push here. I'm not sure why we're not pushing. Yeah, absolutely. You have PD Fire supporting you as well. Push, Awasi. Oh, if that was Fox, I guarantee you he would have pushed his forces there. Quite unfortunate there. Oh boy, I think this is just too slow of a push. We need to push into this fire. There's Brackman and Demolisher and shields in this army composition. Like, we can't be. Actually, Iron is messing up. He's in PD fire for way too long here. This is what caused him trouble against Foxtermelon before. Okay, just micro. If you micro, you can actually win this engagement. Oh boy. Wasi needs to have a little more confidence. A little more confidence, because you got to push. You can't sit behind and take fire endlessly. Struggling to build an anti-air tower here. Foxtermelon, though, expanding quite nicely. They need to push. I just don't know. This factory also not producing over here for Foxtermelon. Just not enough units for Foxtermelon. What is he doing? I'm really not sure. Oh, he's waiting. He's building up energy generators, but I mean, it's not like, even if he gets teleport, it's not going to be useful here, right? Because he just doesn't have units. Point defense is falling. Yeah, you're just kind of taking fire from a army that benefits of you just cowering behind. Nice split from Awasi here, but has to micro both sides, because if he doesn't, he's going to lose a lot to Brackman fire. Not a bad engagement. Point defense fire also supporting losing a factory there. So ends up being a better trade for Team E here. Yeah, you just got to keep engaging at this point. You lost too much. You lost too much, guys. You got to keep engaging. You got to trade armies out for you to rebuild, at the very least, if not win this. This is mission critical here. Whoa, that was just a couple of Brackman fire, but those units have been so low that honestly they just go down like firecrackers here. And I think, yeah, Team E just managed to wait this out. And I'm really surprised that Fox just didn't have an army there. I don't know what happened to his army. He just wasn't producing enough there. Whoa, these shadows are very interesting. I think that's a map thing. And yeah, oh, actually, interesting. Fox is gonna explode here, letting Awasi obviously regain the lead briefly with his army. Does he have teleport? He doesn't have teleport, does he? Yeah, I don't think this is gonna unit Dedo as well here. Oh boy. Yeah, unfortunately, I think this is going to go to game 2 with the advantage for our Team E. Iron Commander and Fury just a little better in this first game. Although I will say that I think that anti-Aeon definitely had their chances. Yeah, Awasi's army just melts away, and at this point, he's just going to get outrun by Iron Commander alone. So very well played by Iron and Fury. Very well played. I'm hoping that our Team Anti-Aeon can bring it back in game 2. But a very strong start for Fury and Iron for sure. Thank you guys for your continued support. Really enjoy hanging around with you. Of course, I'm 5 minutes ahead of you, or I guess 5 minutes behind. So there's a little bit of a delay. And Awasi is going to GG out of that game. Yeah, there's no way that was going to get brought back. Basically, after that nuke has gone off, he had maybe like 30 seconds to snipe somebody, but that was never going to happen with so much unit and structure that detonates. So there was very little chance for, honestly, anything happening after that first initial push around minute 11 failed. So very well played, and we're going to go to game 2 here in just a second. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for a little delay. We had some technical issues, but we are back now with game 2 of the quarterfinal between Aeon and Team E. We are in Coalition Shipyard. I think I already said that. But on the top, we have Team E, represented by our red Cybern Commander. He is none other than Iron Commander, opening up with a triple land factory. And his teammate is spawning in blue as UEF. It is Fury Regon. He's also going to probably be opening with a triple land factory. I don't see why any of these players would not be. Their opponents are also following the same principle, although Foxtremon, who's spawning here as the white Aeon, is deciding to put his factories up top. I don't like that decision, but hey, whatever. His teammate, Awasi, has it right, though. He's up here on the ledge as the purple Aeon. He's building a double land factory, maybe a little missynchronized. Maybe he just can't place that third factory, but he needs to get it ASAP. There is actually a way of getting all 3 of them built from this one spot. If you guys want to figure it out, there is a way. Yeah. Pretty standard opening. This is a very fast map, which is what it is intended to be. Normally you actually, or in the last tournament that we played this map, we played East versus West, but this time deciding to try a different approach here. Foxtremon trying to be a little sneaky with his engineer here. Of course, Fury is not going to have any of that, and he's going to see that. Of course, Foxtremon also sees that, and it looks like Fox, so that is why Fox decided to build up here. It's because he wants to really prevent, he wants to help his partner out. Not a bad play. Not a bad play, I do have to say, because that does mean that Iron is going to be on the back foot here, although Awasi needs to really help out here. Commander is going to get brought forward. That forward land factory is going to go down. I'm not sure if we need to capture necessarily. Awasi needs to help his teammate out. Awasi. Oh my goodness. Clutch. I mean, very, very clutch here. Awasi might be in trouble here a little bit. No, not necessarily here. So Foxtremon is going to get caught out of position by this army. However, and Awasi is left with a 2v2 factory. I would say a little bit of an advantage because of how much stuff Iron lost. But yeah, third factory is going to come down here, and both SCUs are going to join forces. Foxtremon, however, is only on 2 mass extractors, so I don't know how efficient this will be in the long term. Of course, they might just set up shop here in the center and expand, but it feels like, again, just not expanding enough from both these teams. I know it's not necessarily an issue for Aeon, but still. I see Nuclear and Alpha chatting along in the video chat, so if you guys have finished your match, go ahead and report your scores. Iron Commander is going to engage here. Foxtremon and Awasi both have their commanders here as well. A little bit of lag. They just need to engage with one commander. They can't keep splitting up. Iron is going to go down. Control K taking down the whole army here. And Foxtremon and Awasi are in a bit of trouble here. It looks like, I think probably what's going to happen is Fury is probably going to detonate here. Or sorry, Foxtremon is going to detonate on Fury. No, Awasi, you can't be walking into the thing now. Oh boy. Looks like there is one upgrade on Fury's ACU there. Let's see if that shield gets regenerated. And now we are kind of in a stalemate. So very interesting strategy selected by Foxtremon and Awasi. And it's kind of working here. Let's see how Fury does in a 1v1. And of course, both Foxtremon and Iron Commander here in the coaching position here a little bit. Let's see how they can, what they can come up with. Both these players really need to start expanding, I feel like. Both the players are expanding. I feel like Awasi is actually a little bit better here in this regard. And we have a nice 1v1, guys, set up here. Very Very exciting, and it's kind of from the ground up. So let's see who is the better long game player. I feel like this is a little bit of an overreaction, but hey, that's fine. We need a point defense here. Oh, no, 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 no. Awasi, pull your units. We need a point defense. Fury is going to come underneath the shield here. His ACU is going to get focused down. Awasi's ACU is also getting focused down outside of the shields. There isn't too much room to really go around here. Awasi, pull your units back. Not too bad, not too bad. However, this is a problem. This is a problem down here. We're going to keep an eye out on that. And yeah, that's why we needed a point defense here. Oh no, what's happening? No, 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 Avasi. Oh no, disaster. Disaster. Point defense now. No, 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 up here. Okay. At least he has enough mass for it. Yeah, and this is what I mean. I feel like just a tiny bit better for Regon here. It's quite unfortunate. I feel like Awasi had a really good chance here. It's going to lose this mass extractor as well. Let's see how quickly Fury realizes this. Oh my god, that point defense does take down the mobile missile launcher. I think that was a target fire. Very nice target fire from Mr. Awasi here. But unfortunately, his army in the front is not doing so hot. His ACU is actually getting repaired here. And I feel like you just got to go for it here and just try and go for maybe a tie. Because you are down in production. You are down in a lot of things here. ACU is going to come out and help, though. So this might be a good engagement for our Aeon player. We need a third factory as well if we can. The expansion kind of stopped dead in its tracks, but I think they're actually still kind of even in terms of mass right now. Oh man, Awasi's just not prioritizing re-expanding. He's going to lose another mass extractor as well, most likely. And yeah, slowly but surely, where I think when initial detonations happened, oh no. Oh, no, Awasi is going to die. Oh, because of that unfortunate mobile missile fire. Team E is going to take the 2-0 lead and a win here in the quarterfinals and advance to the semis. And I believe, correct me if I am wrong, this will be a match for... No, I think this was the match for the money. So I think congratulations on making it to, the money, because they are now top 3 for sure, and top 3 are get paid out. So thank you so much, guys, for watching so far. We're going to go do a quick check with the rest of the tournament, and then we'll be back with the semifinal. Don't go anywhere.